we've certainly covered a lot about the middle school, and Mr. Martin's going to do the tour. What about Gainesville High School?
Well, Gainesville High School had a banner year. They had a wonderful year, academically, athletically, and as a fellow interim person, Chris Mance, as principal, did a wonderful job. He picked it up. He was named interim about 4 days before I was, if you remember.
Right, I do.
and it's just about as much as of a surprise. So their faculty really lifted him up, and they all just moved forward together. The high school, in the financial times that we're in, that has been the biggest challenge. The high school expenditures are greater because of the number of courses, the offerings that we have there, and the extra curriculars and the emphasis not only on athletics but academic extracurriculars as well. And we did not want to lose that quality. So we made a commitment to putting that as a priority, to keeping that in. It's been very, very affirming this year. We've received our advanced placement results. They were excellent. So those courses that we kept offering and the opportunities it gives the students, then we know it was worth it. It's paying off. Their SAT scores were one of the leaders in the state. Their graduation rate is at 78% at spring. It will raise, we expect after the summer. Georgia High School graduation test results are out. 100% of the first-time test taker juniors pass the math portion. That's hardly ever done. You know, so we've had celebrations along the way in extracurricular and athletics. They have had a wonderful year. They've kept their focus. And not only Gainesville High School, but the whole school district, with all of the distractions that we have had and could have kept being a distraction, they really did shift their focus back in on what we needed to do for the students and to keep that quality up. And no, it was apparent everywhere. At Gainesville High School it could have been critical, because that is the last stop, and that we're sending the children out into the world to where they need every opportunity we can lay a foundation for, and they did a remarkable job.
We've talked about what the community expects of the school system, what you all have been doing, but tell us as parents what you expect of us.
Parental involvement has been looked at in different ways, but if you really think about what type of parental involvement will directly impact the student's achievement, it really has to do with ongoing support of your child and communicating with the school when you have needs, to find how your child is doing. It also has a lot to do with the parents' communication with their child ongoing, and as to who their friends are, how they're spending their time, to be sure that the negative forces that are out there are not invading their life and keeping them from being engaged in school. Everyday communication, being sure your child is at school, being sure you ask the school for help if you need it with your academics or whatever supports your family or your child needs. Those are the most important parental involvement. The other things, the volunteerism, the helping with PTA boards, those things are very appreciated. However, they don't directly impact student achievement.
I think one of the best pieces of advice that someone gave me one time was we all ask our kids, they get in the car after school, what'd you do today? Nothing. But somebody told me, you know, how we need to ask a specific question. What did you do in math? What did you do in reading? And then and I have found you're more likely to get some kind of a response. Well, it's always exciting when school starts. I don't know who's more excited, the parents of the children going back to school, the teachers to get back in school, but it's exciting to not only to have this new school, but to see Gainesville, the Gainesville City School System getting back on track again. So I think we're all excited about that.
Thank you. We're excited and just can't wait for this school year.
Dr. Dyer, if someone has a question about anything we've talked about today, or especially about all the things that are going to be happening at the old middle school and the new things there and your daycare, because you open that to the community as well, how can they find out more information?
Please call our district office 770-536-5275 or any of our schools.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We've been here today in the Media Center at Gainesville Middle School, but there is so much more to see. We decided to take a little tour, and the host of our tour, of course, who better than Gainesville Middle School Principal, Mr. Ken Martin.
Hi, and welcome to Gainesville Middle School. I want to take a few moments and welcome you to the new facility that's going to welcome students on August the 11th. Here we've come into one of the two main office areas where parents and students will come in either to check out or to visit one of our administrators. So please join me on a brief tour. Do you like to have a lot of room when you eat? Our students here at Gainesville Middle School are going to have that option. Our cafeteria here will seat over 500. Currently we have the seats set up for 430, and you can see that there's plenty of room. Our students are fortunate. We have 4 serving lines, and we're going to be able to put our 1,400 students through this cafeteria in no time at all. When students are not in the cafeteria, where are they? In class. Come, let's go. The age of technology. Gainesville Middle School students are lucky. They're going to be able to learn in one of 7 computer labs in our facility. Each of our 4 academies will have their own computer lab. We're standing in one of the ones that's in our main common areas, which is 3. Students are going to be able to come in here in the morning or after school to work on school-related items. We also have a variety of other classrooms. We have a broadcast journalism, which we're going to be able to do live news and announcements at our school. But also you may be more familiar with our traditional classrooms, such as the language arts or math. They too are equipped with state-of-the-art items. We have a new Smart Link desk, which our teachers are going to be able to use, which creates multiple class seating arrangements. So you can see at Gainesville Middle School, all of our classrooms are geared towards learning. Information about Gainesville Middle School and the other 7 schools in our system can be easily found on the website. Gainesville Middle School is going to continuously update their website to give you up-to-date information. There's one more place at this school I want you to come join me. After taking a tour of the academic areas of the middle school, you really want to come together in a place where we all can scream and yell. Welcome to our Gainesville Middle School gym. It seats approximately 1,800 people. Needless to say, we can fit all of our faculty, staff, and student body in here. We'll use this for assemblies, special guests, speakers, and obviously our basketball games. This is one of the state-of-the-arts. It has its own speaker and sound system, so hearing and screaming and celebrating will not be a problem. I want to thank you for joining me on this brief tour, and I look forward to having you join me in a personal tour. I look forward to having your child here at Gainesville Middle School. On September the 27th, we will have our community-wide celebration and grand opening. I look forward to seeing you then.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today on Eye on Gainesville, Gainesville School Superintendent Dr. Mary Ann Dyer and GMS Principal Mr. Ken Martin. If there's a particular issue you'd like to see us discuss, you can write to me at Post Office Box 2496, Gainesville, Georgia 30503. Email pr@gainesville.org or call 770-297-5499. For TV 18, I'm Katil Phelps.
You're watching TV 18, the government channel for Gainesville and Hall County.